Hello everyone, today we're going to look at percent increase and decrease problems. So if an amount is being increased or decreased by a certain percentage, we're going to use the following formula, which is a modification of what's generally considered the basic percent equation. So it's b plus p times b equals a, where b is the value before the increase or decrease, p is the percentage, and as always we need to change it from a percentage to a decimal, and a is the value after the increase or decrease. So we start with some amount, b, and then we add or subtract. So really this plus sign, it should be a plus or minus. I forgot to put the minus there. So it's a plus if we're increasing, it's a minus if we're decreasing. And then it equals the amount, again, after the increase or decrease. So 30 decreased by 40% of itself is what? So 30 is the amount that we're starting with, and then we're decreasing by 40%. 40% as a decimal is 0.4. So that gives us 30 minus 30, so b is in there twice, times 0.4, again 40% as a decimal. That gives us 30 minus 12, which is 18. So 30 decreased by 40% of itself is 18. An item costs $40. What is the final price if a 7% sales tax is added? So a sales tax is added, so we're going to add the PB to B. $40 is the cost before the sales tax, so that is going to be B, and we're looking for A, the price after the sales tax. So 40 plus 40 times 0.07 is our equation, which is 40 plus 2.80, which gives us $42.80. Harry got a raise from $15 an hour to $18 an hour. What was the percentage of his raise? So we're looking for P. So 15 is the wage before the raise, so that's B. 18 is the wage after the raise, so that's A. So 15 plus 15p equals 18. So we're going to subtract 15 from each side, and we get that 15p equals 3. Divide by 15, get it as a decimal, and then we want it as a percentage. So again, we're going to take that decimal, multiply it by 100 to get the percentage. So 0.2 is equivalent to 20%. Shoes were on sale for 25% off. If Mary paid $52.50 for a pair, what was the original price? So a sale means we're going to be subtracting a percentage, and $52.50 is what she paid after the sale was taken off. So that's going to be A, and we're going to be looking for B. So B minus 0.25B equals $52.50. And now some people will get a little confused here. B minus 0.25B. Remember, B is just 1B. So I can take out the B and it's just 1 minus 0.25. So that's 0.75. We could also think of it as if it's 25% off, we need to pay the other 75%. So this equation simplifies down to 0.75b equals $52.50. Divide both sides by 0.75, and we get the original price was $70. Notice it makes sense that the original price was more than the sale price because we subtracted that 25%. Sherry's salary last year was $62,000. This year, she's getting a 5% raise. Find her new salary. So a raise means that we're adding a percentage to it. So $62,000 was the salary before the raise, so that's B. We're looking for the salary after the raise, so we're looking for A. And we need to make 5% into a decimal. So again, that's going to divide that by 100. And we get 62,000 plus 62,000 times 0.05. So that's 62,000 plus 3,100, giving a new salary of $63,100. The price of gas went up from $2.78 per gallon to $3.10 per gallon. To the nearest tenth of a percent, find the percent increase. So we're looking for P. 2.78 was the price before it went up, so that's B. 310 is the price after it went up, so that's A. So that gives us this guy. Again, we want to get P by itself, so we're going to subtract 2.78 from each side. And then divide by the coefficient of P. And then we're going to change this, clean this up into a decimal. So that's 0.115107. And then we're going to translate that into a percentage and then round that to the nearest tenth. So again, make sure you're not rounding until after you've moved the decimal. So that gives us 11.5%. As our last example, the number of employees at a certain business were downsized by 15%. If the business now employs 170 people, how many were employed before the downsize? So we have the percentage, 15%. As a decimal, it will be 0.15. The business now employs 170 people, so that's after the downsize, so that's A. We want to know the number of employees before the downsize, so we're looking for B. So that gives us B minus 0.15B equals 170. So again, 1B minus 0.15B gives us 0.85B. Or again, if something was downsized by 15%, it means you still have 85%. So 0.85B equals 170. Divide both sides by 0.85. And we get that originally there were 200 employees. So thank you, and let me know if you have any questions.